Hello, good afternoon, guys. I'm on the last leg of my vacation. I'm on the last leg of my vacation. We go back Monday. And when I tell y'all, okay, today is the day where it's like I need to probably go out and do something. I need to probably go out and do something because I've been resting so much for this vacation. It's probably time for me to go out and do something. I spoke to my hubby. Something going on with the network. I don't know. He disappeared somewhere. I don't know where he went. Hey, how you doing, QST? I love you. How you doing, girl? Happy New Year. This is our year. Where I'm at. I'm on a staycation. Let me rephrase that. I'm on a staycation. Staycation. We go back to school. Go back to work Monday. Um, and I've been resting for like 2 weeks. I've been resting since um. What did I go? When did we leave? When did we when did we get off work? I think it was December the 24th. Yeah, December the 24th. I think we've been off since December the 24th. And we came in one day to do like training and cleaning our room and stuff like that. Um, and then that was it. And so I done did, just been chilling, relaxing, sleeping in. But today I'm like, this is the last day, right? Today I'm like, look, I got to go somewhere. So I'm probably gonna do something after this live. Do something. If it ain't nothing but laundry, and then go out and do something. Cause I got it. I'm getting bored. I tried to talk to hubby this morning. I'm talking, right? I'm talking. Well, and he just disappeared. I don't know if it's the network or whatever. I'm like, wait a minute, where you go? So I guess he doing his thing and stuff. So it's time for me to go and roam and do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I got to get out of here. Cause after a while, honey, when you used to working, you used to doing stuff. So I'm gonna have to go and do something. I gotta go and get out. Even though it's cold, honey, I gotta do something. If it ain't nothing but take a ride, honey, I got to get out of here and do something. I think I'm gonna wash clothes and then I'm gonna go for a ride or something like that. After a while, you go stir crazy, right? Stir crazy. I know I've been up early doing lives, so y'all go check them out. There was still some good lives I've been doing while I've been on my staycation. And yeah. So I'm still focused, guys. Y'all know I've been talking about being focused. I'm still focused. QST. Listen, this is our year. Do you hear what I say? This is our year, girl. Whatever you want to do, whatever businesses you want to open up, whatever goals you want to do, this the year to do it, baby. When I tell you, because you know what, we only got one life to live, and the way our the person that's in charge behaving, baby, I don't know. We don't know what's gonna come next. Cause I was not expecting to hear all of that when I woke up this morning. I wasn't expecting to hear that the person that's in charge done went and swooped up a whole sovereign president and his wife. I mean, he done swooped them up, honey. I'm all for the war against drugs. I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? If they was trafficking, stuff, illegal stuff in the United States, then I say, yeah, put a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? But honey, I guess he said he ain't playing no games. He done went over there in the dawn of the morning and done swooped them people up out their beds. Honey, and that's that, they sitting somewhere in the United States about to be arraigned. The wife too. I'm like, the wife too? The wife too, like she was the wife. Normally they just go ahead and take the head of state, and they normally take his right hand man, you know what I'm saying, and some of the central management people in the government, but they normally leave the wives alone, honey. Not our president. They don't went. He don't went and swooped her and him up. I know she looking like, I know I shouldn't have married you. Oh, it's so crazy. Now and then QST, guess what? I'm so excited. I have been inspired and I'm getting ready to do some great things this year. I cannot wait to share with you guys, but it's under wraps right now. But baby, when I tell you I can't wait to share, I cannot wait to share. I cannot wait to share what the Lord is laying in my lap. Do you hear what I say? And I'm getting ready to. When I say it's drastic, it's drastic. Don't be talking about some queen. What you doing? Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, honey. Don't even worry about it. It's about protecting my peace. And I can't wait to share with you guys. I cannot wait to share with you guys. It's when I say it is so it is it's out the box. Now I ain't gonna say it's so far fetched that y'all wouldn't expect me to do it, but it is out the box and it's gonna be like shocking to a lot of people. But don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And I cannot wait. I hope that you guys had a wonderful new year. Now did anybody set any predictions? Any New Year resolutions? Anybody make any New Year's resolutions? Like, 'cause y'all know we do it every year. I started mine before New Year started because I was so excited about it that this big old thing that I'm getting ready to do. I've already started laying the foundation, preparing and stacking for it. So I started before New Year's. That's how excited I've been. So I don't know about y'all, but yeah, and it ain't about setting a resolution. You know what I'm saying? New Year's resolution. It's not about that. It's about setting goals and changing your life, changing your habits, and all that good stuff. So don't think of it as setting a resolution because next month we done forgot what we done said. We done forgot what we wrote down in our Bible. We done forgot what we wrote on a piece of paper and taped to the mirror. We done forgot it all. So don't think of it as a resolution, but think of it as a lifestyle change. That's where I'm at with it. And it's been working for me for the most part. Maybe a little bit too much. It's been working for me for the most part. Maybe a little bit too much. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, hold up. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Moving a little bit too fast. I'm like, yeah, but I'm so excited. I'm just like really, really excited. I really am. My husband is excited too, wherever he at. I'm kind of mad about that. Don't y'all go tell him that either. Don't y'all go tell him, but I am. I'm like, dang, I was just getting it. You know how you be getting in your second gear conversation? And I'm getting in my second gear conversation, and I'm like, where you at? Where you don't win? That's how men are. I don't understand. I don't know why they like that. You know? Us women, we want to talk. We want to run our mouth and stuff. And he just like, I don't know. Now I know the network and stuff. I don't know what's going on over there. But I'm sure about to find out. I'm sure about to find out. Cause if you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't even be on here talking to y'all if I was talking to him. I don't know where he went. No, I'm just playing. I don't know where he went, but I do know it rained really heavily yesterday, and I do know, they got a lot going on over there too. And I do know that the network has been down. So I got a friend that lives over there, and she and her husband, they live in Lagos, and they said the network was really bad. So she been trying to do some content all day long, and her phone been messed up. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. He better hope that's what it is, for real, cause I ain't playing. Anywho, this year, guys, what y'all want to see on the channel? What topics would y'all like for me to talk about or devil in? What would y'all like to see that y'all haven't seen before on this channel? And for those that is going to watch the replay, I say thank you, but leave it in the chat. What do y'all want me to do? What do y'all? I know one thing I haven't done is I haven't tried food. Like I wouldn't call it mukbang, but I would be like a food critic. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe I should do like maybe more on-site shows, like restaurants or just things, activities, museums, stuff like that, instead of just being stationary. I think that would be a good vein to go in because I want to try to expand the channel and put a little bit more different types of content on here and just not be one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get used to expecting you to do certain content and you get in this box. I don't want that. I want to inspire people on every level of their life. So that's why I asked that question, guys. So if it's something that y'all would like for me to try, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? Something that you may be scared to do. You say, Quinn, can you do it first? Okay, I'll try it. No. I will try it. I will try it. But yeah, I most definitely, today is the last day of my vacation. Well, not including Sunday, but I'm just saying I'm getting up out of here. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta get out of here. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I've been in the house too long. It's time to. But she tried to get us to come out yesterday, but it had just been a snowstorm and the roads was bad and it was freezing cold. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Scorp, I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it. And I was like, and so she just ended up canceling us coming out or whatever. My boss, she took us all out to lunch for the holidays. She bought us all Coach wallets and furnaces with our name on it. I was supposed to do like a little short video so y'all could see it. That was the last gift for the Secret Santa things, but I got tired, honey. I was like, I ain't I dare see it. But I thought that was a really nice gift, you know. And then she ended up taking us to Chili's for a brunch, and then she took all the teachers to go shopping for supplies for the classroom. Now I didn't go there. I didn't make it because my brake light had went out, and child where I went where we were was like a suburb. It was not a suburb, but it's like outside of Detroit, and those police officers don't play because they had already pulled me over once for that brake light. So I was like, I can't be out here like this. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, well, we gotta drop her off because she gotta get her brake light. And I'm like, yeah, drop me back off. And so I ended up going home. The next day I did go get it and get it fixed. But I'm just saying, I was like, And so she took them all to go get teacher supplies and stuff. Now this is a young entrepreneur, a young woman, you know what I'm saying, and on her own business. Matter of fact, she got a couple of businesses, you know, and so I'm just super excited to see young black women being empowered and being entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And she was rated entrepreneur of the year in the county, in the district where we are. And so I'm just super excited to be working with her and partnering with her, you know, in her endeavors in education. Now, mind you, I've been doing this for 25 years, y'all. So I'm just, you know, I guess I'm gonna be going out on a bang. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she doing her thing, guys. So y'all, if y'all in the city, y'all in the metropolitan area, Detroit metropolitan area, go ahead and holler at One of a Kind Child Care. Um, they have tuition based programs there, and they also have the state funded program, which I am teaching in there too as well. It is a free pre K for all program for the state of Michigan with a curriculum and all that good stuff. So everything is self contained. I'm just promoting the business. So y'all come on, and if y'all in the area, holler at them and tell them that I sent you. Okay. Um, Scorp. Let me tell you something, Scorp. I'm on here because my husband stopped talking to me. All right. I don't know where he went. He disappeared. So I had said, let me come up here and talk to my public. No. I hope y'all having a fantastic day, y'all. I hope that y'all are having a fantastic day. Listen, I'm probably gonna do a New Year's giveaway game show. So y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all know I'll be trying to give. I don't like to take. I also like to give. Okay. So I'm probably gonna be doing a New Year's 2026 game show giveaway. So y'all get ready. I don't want to hear no just do give it to somebody else. You gotta learn how to receive too as well as take. I ain't gonna call no names. They always want to give a blessing away. I ain't gonna call no names up in here. You gotta know how to take to as well as give, okay? All right. Now, this is what. Let me see what date this is. So I've been talking to y'all every day about it. Let me see. Okay, this is January the 3rd. This is day 3. Girl, wait a minute. Hold on. You said I am so a loser. No, you don't. Sometimes you be winning and you be giving your prizes away. Today is the 3rd. Now I don't forgot to pay my phone bill. Hold on. It's the 3rd. Oh Lord Jesus. I don't feel like okay. Come on now, Clayton. You got to get up. Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, you always giving your stuff away, Squirt. Let's be clear, okay? Every time you win, you give your stuff away. It's okay to pour into yourself. This is what we doing this year. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, I know they ain't telling me. What is this? Oh, that's a reminder. Okay, I got you. Sure. You should have came early this morning. That way I could have got up. Okay. Um, it's okay. This year's score, we are pouring into ourselves. We are hyper focusing on ourselves. It's okay. So you can win the prizes this year. And any prize that the Lord want to give you throughout the course of this year, y'all go ahead and take it. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and take it. This year is okay. I'm giving y'all permission. It is okay to focus on yourself this year and the things that you got going on and the things that you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? That's what we doing. That's exactly what we doing, okay? That's exactly what. Now, if you want to be a blessing to somebody else and give to somebody else, you can. But after you bless yourself, I promise you, I am going to do something about these notifications, the ringer, because it's like, wait a minute, hold on, y'all, hold on. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. So, Score, right before you got in here, I asked the question, what content would you like to be seeing on the channel this year? Like, do y'all, because I think that I've been doing good. However, I think I'm too stationary. So I'm thinking like maybe I can go out and try some things that maybe y'all want to try. If y'all come underneath like one of my shorts or something, like my last short or something throughout the week, comment what y'all would like for me to cover or where y'all would want me to go. Mind you, I'm here in Detroit, so don't be talking about the California and all that. But I'm just saying, things that y'all might want to try or something, and you want me to try it first, I'll do it. But it has to be reasonable, okay? It has to be reasonable. All right. So I'm thinking I would like to do that. Maybe we'll try to name it something. Something. I'll figure something out. Okay. You said I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, think about it because I think that'll bring a little bit more interest into the channel. I think that'll be really fun. You know what I'm saying? I'll do something that you all um want to try it first, like skydive. I no wait, hold on, let me take that back. Not no skydiving. Y'all know for a fact I ain't doing no skydiving. But maybe zip lining. I've always wanted to do zip lining. You know what I'm saying? Zip lining, roller skating. I don't know how to roller skate. That'll be something fun I could do for y'all. Roller skate. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, is you laughing at me, score? I know you ain't laughing. But anyway, I'm thinking I think that would be fun, but you have to put it in that short, like that last short, whatever it is. Y'all know I'll be putting some crazy shorts out there just for y'all. And y'all been showing me mad love too on my shorts too. I've been noticing it. It's been ticking up. I think I'm in the algorithm, which I appreciate. YouTube, thank you for putting me in the algorithm. Okay, I appreciate that. I picked up some subscribers this week. Shout out that to the new subscribers. Thank you so much. And I will do it, whether it's a new food that's out, whatever, a new restaurant, something like that, some food that y'all think that y'all ain't never tried. Maybe I could tell y'all how it tastes, something like that. Okay. So I think that'll be really fun. And then maybe we'll do it like on a Friday, you know what I'm saying? On a Friday, um, and just share the outcome of that activity. Okay. Do that sound good? I think that sound good. It sound good and safe. Yeah, don't put me in no danger. Don't be talking about some queen. I want you to go out there and stand on the corner, stand up. No, we ain't doing that, okay? Don't be talking about I want you to go rob a bank. No, we ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. Okay. Now, what listen, I am so intrigued, y'all. And I'm almost lost for words, but I am so intrigued about what happened this morning in Venezuela. In Venezuela. I'm talking about Venezuela. In Venezuela. I am so intrigued. Never in my 49 years have I seen this. Y'all, they being really lightweight with this, but this is precedent. I don't think we've seen something like this since bin Laden. And there was one more. Who else got captured? Who else was that and they drug him in the street? Who was that they got captured? They found him in a tunnel. What was in a hole in the ground? What was his name? Oh, I forgot his name, but I think he was the last one. Bin Laden and him. Like, this is like crazy. And you know what's really scary, guys? China has started sending ships to assist what is it, y'all? I'm saying it wrong. Venezuela. And then not only that, Russia. First of all, okay, so China started sending ships. Somebody else, some other government came out and said that this was crazy. You know what I'm saying? They said it was crazy. And because it was a sovereign state. And then Russia. Now Russia came out hot. Russia came out hot. You know what I'm saying? Russia came out hot, said they was ready to prepare to help defend Venezuela's borders and stuff. You said follow Nick. Okay, follow Nick Shirley. They scamming daycares in Minnesota. I heard about that. I saw it in the news. I'm like, see, but you know what? That happens so often. And let me tell you something else. It's daycares that got kids in it, and they taking money and scamming. Millions of dollars. When I tell y'all, they taking the money and scamming them. They taking all of these state funded money and grants and all of this stuff, and they ain't doing what they supposed to do with it, and they scamming. But guess what? The government finna catch up with them because they already trying to shut down all of these government grants and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just like crazy. But yeah, I saw that. All them doggone daycares and not one teacher nowhere, no kid nowhere. How are you getting all this money? And that's weird. I'm thinking, and this is what I say, the regulations, and I'm gonna get back to Venezuela in a minute. The regulations, if you're gonna give somebody $60,000 in grant money, I feel like you have a responsibility to come out once in a while and see if they implementing what they said they was gonna do when they wrote up the grant, when they wrote up the petition for the grant. See, you just don't get no grant money. You have to write up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, it's like you almost gotta do, it's called grant writing. Like you have to, because I've had to do that for a grant once before. You have to write out your initiatives of how you're gonna use this grant money. You know what I'm saying? You say they Muslims, yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the video on TikTok, I believe it was on TikTok. But you got to write up all of these initiatives under these different umbrellas of the grant, and you're supposed to be following through. Why don't they come out and make sure that you follow these initiatives? That's what I don't understand. Why don't they come out? Let me turn this doggone thing. Okay. Why don't they come out and make sure that the businesses are following through? I don't get that. That's like $60,000-$70,000, sometimes $100,000. Now I know with the state funded program that I teach in, they come out, they pop up, they don't let us know. The specialists come out and make sure that I'm teaching. They making sure that I got my paperwork in check. They making sure that I got my curriculums up. They making sure that my lesson plans is up daily. They coming out to making sure I got the materials in my room that they gave us all this $1,000 for. They making sure they in the classroom. They making sure that they just making everything that they giving us money for. They making sure that we're using it in its appropriate place. I don't understand how they got away with that. You said they say they don't smoke. They said they don't smoke or drink, but they sell it to us. Yeah, they do. Every liquor store on every corner. You know what I'm saying? They do all of this stuff. The Muslims are more stricter than Christians. They pray like 4-5 times a day. If it was a black folks, we would be under the jail and on restitution. Even though they Muslims, and even though the United States, they do have a major biases against Muslims, they still treat them better than BLACK people. You understand what I'm saying? And this show is just for entertainment purposes under Section 107. And this is just for informational entertainment purposes, YouTube. Do you understand what I'm saying? They got the color for the protection. They got the complexion for the protection. If it was us, honey, we would be already being arraigned and getting sentenced. Because we got a right to a speedy trial. You understand what I'm saying? You said all of them are scams. My ex was a Muslim. Not all, I ain't gonna say all Muslims, you know what I'm saying? But what they do is they work together. Not they work together. Some of them work together with they scamming. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I would they work together. They work together, and it's hard to get them to flip. You understand what I'm saying? They'll do that time. It's hard. You know how they them terrorists they be coming over here and they get locked up. Honey, they gonna do their time because they know something gonna happen, and they gonna have to trade them out for one of their U.S. prisoners somewhere abroad. They gonna hold out because they know their government coming for them. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna hold out. But yeah, I saw that. I thought that was tripped out. I'm saying to myself, now we got so many daycares here in Detroit that is owned by minorities, and they just don't get the foreigners, they get a lot of perks when they first come in the United States. It's a grant just for immigrants. I'm like, heck, I'm an immigrant. Shoot. My family was brought over here. Where's my grant at? But it's tons of money out there. I said when I get ready to open my brick and mortar, there is grants to help start learning centers and stuff like that. So we will be tapping into that. We will be tapping into that. You got to do your work on your own. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to find them. Because people that you just got to find them. You know what I'm saying? But they out there for real. They are. But yeah, they got that money and they for sure going to jail. They are. Hey, Beef Quick Cake, I said nothing but love your way. Happy New Year, Queen of Queen. Hope you have a blessed day. I'm just stopping by to hit that like button. Thank you, Beef Cake. I appreciate that. Thank you for being a number one stunner. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. But that doggone Venezuela, let me tell you something. Them people, I want to say, wasn't in Florida? Where is them people at in Florida, honey? They in the streets. They are in the streets, cheering, baby. They having a party. They love them some Trump now. They love them. And the thing about it is Trump, and I'm saying this allegedly, and it's just for entertainment purpose. But you can't tell me Trump went down there with ICE rounding them people up because he thought they was like straight up Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't tell me he couldn't tell the difference. You understand what I'm saying? Rounding them up. Now all of a sudden they love Trump. They love him. Which I say he did do a good job. He just went over there and bombed Nigeria again, honey. I sent him another email, let him know thank you for protecting my husband. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you for protecting my husband. But he scooped them up, husband and wife. I'm saying to myself, I don't think she got nothing to do with this. I think this is all him. Cause generally the men, don't be laughing, BK. Generally the men, they be doing all of that stuff. They leave the women at home. You know what I'm saying? Over there in those type of regions. You know what I'm saying? The women ain't got that much authority. Y'all excuse me, I had to take a swig of this good old cold water. And for Mr. President to swoop that woman up like that, I said he ain't playing no games. He you know what it was? He probably wasn't gonna leave her because he didn't want her to assume the position and take over for her husband. That's probably what it was. You said, yeah, I don't think she got nothing to do with it either. It was all about him. Somebody said something yesterday. Excuse me. I'm trying to think who said that. Somebody on social media talking about the resources, and we all know that some of this is about the resources. But today they admitted that it was about the resources. So the first time that they struck Venezuela, or they went in for some type of assignment, the military, when they went in there, they secured the oil tanker, and they basically, and I'm telling you, the news anchor said this out their own mouth. I couldn't believe they said that. They said after they went and did that exercise over there, whatever they was doing, they secured the oil tanker, and they said they just automatically said it was theirs, and they took it. So the first time the United States went in there, they took a whole oil tanker. And it had all type of petroleum and stuff in it. And they said that Venezuela wasn't using it properly. It wasn't even they wasn't, and so they took it. And then now this, I'm telling you, when I tell you, Donald Trump went in there like a gangster today. He went in there like a gangster because he flat out said, we will be running Venezuela for right now. I said, what? I ain't never heard such a thing. I have never heard. I mean, when the last time you just went, okay, other than Russia and your Ukraine, because he done went in there and doggone it, just disintegrated that country. You know what I'm saying? But they fighting back. But when have you heard of a president going into a sovereign state and assuming control of it? And you done took the president and the wife out. If that ain't gangster, I don't know what is. And he said, for right now, everybody trying to figure out who's running Venezuela. For right now, we can run it. I was like, shut up. We don't win it now. The only thing that I'm concerned about is Russia and China. Because they were allies to Venezuela. And they also was benefiting from their oil resource, just like Africa got oil and gold and all those resources. And this is why Trump was able to go in and bomb Nigeria, because they made a low-key agreement. If we get these people up out of here, you all have to give us some percentage or some control of your natural resources for X amount of years, X amount of decades. And they went on allegedly and took the deal. So America is going to get a percentage of Nigeria's oil and petroleum resources for a minute. That's why, and the government assisted the presidents in going in there, and they said they called them ISIS, but they wasn't no ISIS, because ISIS ain't nowhere near no Africa. They are, however, Islamic extremists that they targeted. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Vanessa, I said no to love your way. So yeah, so that's what happened in Nigeria allegedly. You know what I'm saying? They gave a percentage to the United States to benefit from their natural resources for X amount of years. So the United States agreed to come and help them get the terrorists and stuff out. And then the president of Nigeria came on screen and said that they are assisting the United States and helping them get rid of this. I'm like, yeah, get them up out of there, because I got somewhere to go. I got things to do. Get them on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get them up out of there. Like, it's taking too long, because it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. You know. So the president been busy. He has been busy. Now we do know allegedly all of this is for some type of control globally, and that's where y'all better be watching. For those in the church, this one world government, y'all better be watching, because he got his hands in quite a few different countries. Okay, so let's just be watching as well as praying, people. You understand? But I thought it was quite interesting. I mean, Venezuela, Nigeria, we just got done dealing with Palestine and Israel. You know what I'm saying? We kind of barked at Canada a little bit. We kind of hawked at China with them tariffs. Korea. It's a lot. It's a lot of dibbling and dabbling. It's a lot of dibbling and dabbling going on. So let's just be careful. But the main two things that kind of made me have a alarm and red flag was to see China send some naval ships to help Venezuela, and then Russia said that they would be on board too. And we know that both of them have nuclear allegedly weapons. You understand what I'm saying? So we just got to walk light. And my thing is, don't do too much, Mr. President. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's not do too much. Let's not do too much, okay? Cause I'm trying to get to my husband, okay? I am trying to get to my husband, but them people was dancing in the street, and then not only that, he's also said one of the news. You said what's too much? What's too much is I'm when I say that, Score, I'm saying let's not make too many enemies. Can you handle an enemy at a time? Yeah, we can. We probably can, but they all coming at us at the same time. we will have to divide our military resources to deal with them. My thing is, don't do too much. Okay, let's just take one country at a time if it poses a direct threat to the United States. But if their belief system and the way that they have their government is different than ours, I don't see that them posing that a threat. Now, if they're doing things against their own people like humanitarian crimes and stuff, okay, yeah. If they're a part of NATO, then as a community, as a global community, they should be implementing sanctions and whatever disciplinary action they agreed to. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about, if these people are, I don't know if Venezuela is, but if these people are part of NATO, NATO also has a responsibility to be implementing some type of sanctions. But historically, America has always been trying to police the world and always been intervening for countries who can't do it for themselves, or citizens and people who can't fight this dictatorship government. They will come in and try to rescue the day. But my thing is, hold up, because we got our hand in this, a hand in that, a hand in that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be wise. I think you done did enough for Christmas and New Year's. Now you done bombed Nigeria on Christmas, and they came back on New Year's and bombed them again. I'm like, my goodness. But he doing his thing. He is doing his thing. All I want right now is a little bit of leniency on these doggone passports and visas. So I can get what needs to be done, with my husband. That's all. I'm just trying to get to him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do. And I just wish that President Trump would understand that everybody ain't trying to get nobody. Everybody is not a criminal. Everybody's not a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this has broken up homes. They said allegedly there was Nigerians, like Nigerian husbands that had came over here, and they had already got like their visa and stuff, and they just went to go visit their family during Christmas, and then they couldn't come back to the United States. So it's like wives waiting on their husband to come back from the Christmas visit, and they not letting them back in. So it's just like crazy. Like, so with me, my passport is still good, my visa is still good. However, when I went to go pull up my travel history, nothing would come up, right? Nothing. When I say nothing, nothing will come up. I'm punching in the numbers right. I'm punching my visa number in right. I'm punching my passport, and nothing will come up. So I call Homeland Security. I'm like, listen, my stuff is valid. I just came into the country a year ago, out the country, and came back. I'm like, they was like, oh, your chip is error. There's an error in your chip, because every passport has a chip in it, right? And I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm like, so what do I got to do? And then my ID is expiring, so I got to get it in my new name, right? And they was like, well, we can get your passport and stuff, your new name. You just got to send your original marriage certificate. I'm like, I got it. I'm like, but it's a Nigerian marriage certificate. They said, okay, we got to send that along with your passport, which is normal. You do send your passport off for your visa. And I'm like, okay. And they was like, we're going to give you a new passport. I said, hold up. I said, are y'all going to give me, is my Nigerian visa going to be in my passport too as well? Are y'all gonna put my Nigerian visa in my new passport with the new name? And they say, well, that's something that you got to work out with the Nigerian consulate here in Atlanta. So I gotta go fly to Atlanta, get a new visa in my name, and I gotta go do a whole process of getting a new passport in my name. My thing is this: if I send off all of my documents and y'all already got an issue, and it just didn't sound right the way she was saying it, I'm like, y'all may try to hold on to my visa and my marriage certificates, because y'all got something going on with Nigeria. I can't. And she's like, well, you just have to put a statement in the envelope saying that you want your Nigerian visa back. I'm like, I ain't never heard of that. Because if I give you my visa and you hold on to it, honey, y'all might as well just go ahead and call the news. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, should I? Because I did read that if you travel with the appropriate documents and your stuff is still good and ain't expired, and you show them that, then they still supposed to let you go. But I'm like, I don't want to get to Africa and they won't let me in the country. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? I don't know what to do. Do I go to? Do I got to do the process all over again? It's a lot. It's a lot, honey. It is so. I'm like, y'all got this thing all mixed up. And then they was like, your passport is still good, but it's just the chip is messed up. I'm like, I don't know about no replacing no chip. I mean, how come if I'm putting the right numbers in the system, ain't nothing coming up? No, when I say not even my previous application ain't even coming up, and I'm not. I'm like, that don't even make sense. So something is happening. They in immigration, we already know they got the partial ban, but I feel like they are getting ready to revoke all movement going back and forth to Nigeria, and if that happen, it's gonna be a sayonara for me, and I mean that because it ain't no way. There's no way. There is no way. A lot of people talking about what you gonna do if they put a full ban on. We gonna go ahead and finish our degree, stack this money, and then I'm gonna be gone. That's just what's gonna be happening. That's just what's gonna be happening. Did y'all know that this year, last year, 50,000 Americans left the United States to go to foreign lands? It's a lot of Americans that went to move to Africa because they just know what's going. They just don't. The United States is feeling uneasy right now, and they like, we'll just wait till 3 years out in Africa. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I don't know, but I ain't never seen America so biased against foreigners in my life. Like I ain't never seen this. I mean, you used can count on your government to uphold, some rights, and it's just like right now it is a whole. And I agree with his foreign policy. Don't get me wrong. I agree with President Trump foreign policy. I do, and what he's doing as far as not taking no stuff off of these people who are brutally hurting Christians and brutally taking people rights and being like in Venezuela, that president, he wasn't even the elected president. He just took the presidency. And the guy who actually won has been in exile. Hey, how you doing, Gertrude? I said nothing but love your way. Good thing is for you go, you can't always come back. Yeah, but they trying to eliminate dual citizenship. They trying to say you got to pick a side now. You can't have dual citizenship. I'm like, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now, it's like they making it really hard for couples, long distance relationships, like couples that live in foreign land, and they making it really hard. And like I was telling my husband, America is not like it was 20 years ago. This is not what they done told y'all it was. They literally think money grows on the trees. They think that what you can, if you work really hard, you can make a good life for yourself. But what they don't understand is you gotta work hard to get what you get. And like I told him, I said, what Nigerians over there, what they pay a year in rent, I have to pay every single year a month. They pay rent once a year over there. You understand what I'm saying? It's the difference in the dollar exchange over there. But my thing is this: it's not. Somebody need to go over there and tell them it is not what y'all think it is, so y'all can stop trying to come over here so bad. You know what I'm saying? But the government has turned so rough and hard on them and made it so hard on them. It's some places in Nigeria, villages and places, they don't even have clean water. Cause the well water done broke, the well pump done broke. You know what I'm saying? They trying to survive. They getting jaundice. You know what I'm saying? They getting sick off the water. It ain't no clean. The mosquitoes are carrying malaria. You know what I'm saying? Everybody walking around with yellow palms and red eyes, you know what I'm saying? Because they sick because of the resources that's not clean and where they gotta live. Their apartments and some of them now. There are some modern nice areas in Nigeria. Don't get me wrong, it's some beautiful marble floor matches. My husband's mama grandma compound was beautiful. But what I'm saying is there are still some places right now in Lagos. It's called a floating slum, and it literally their residence is on top of the water, and the huts is not the huts, but the shacks is built with wood, and some of them is topped with plastic or metal or whatever materials they find, cardboard. They are staple them together, and they are literally just sitting there on the water. And you go from one hut, one shack to the other on a canoe. The stores is on the water, everything, but everything. Water is not clean. They use that water for everything, everything. Do you hear what I say? And they live in there on top of each other, on top of that water. You understand? That's just in Lagos. But when my husband was taking me to the village to go see Mama, we going past. And I'm like, "What's that burning smell?" They burn their trash, so it's the pollution is there because they don't have a trash service. They come pick up the trash, so they burn it. And then you see what people just done built their houses out of sheer wood. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like no duplex or nothing like that. It's like you walk. It's a one room area and maybe a side area for the kitchen that's probably made out of clay and a gas burner. You know what I'm saying? And they up in there, and that's it. And you see it. You see it. You just drive it, and you just see it. Everything is just built out of wood. You know, a lot of portion of Africa is still like that. And then they had these beautiful gardens, and they set up their little wood area, market area, and they sell, and that's their grocery store. They go, but the stuff is fresh, the food is fresh, so they strong, but they sick. It's a twofold thing. You know what I'm saying? And so my husband is like, this place they want to escape that. You know what I'm saying? The government control the lights, so they turn the lights out for everybody. You paying your light bill every month, and they turn it on maybe twice a week. And if you don't got no solar panel or no generator, it ain't coming on. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all better not believe the hype. When I tell you now, and now there is some places like Victoria Island. Like if I ever would go and retire, I'll probably be on Victoria Island, Banana Island. You know what I'm saying? That they look like Beverly Hills mansions. You know what I'm saying? You can go get you a good piece of property and build on it for like $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Build on it. My friend, she done built her house her husband built her house from the ground up. She got a garden with like over 100 different things growing. She got mango, banana, plantain trees growing up, chicken coop, a chicken, she got a spot where her daughter gonna build property on it, and she only paid $28,000 for that land. You understand what I'm saying? So it's most definitely a plan, but you got to have a source of income coming in, every month. You know what I'm saying? Or a business that's thriving, that's gonna generate money over there for you, and you can make it, and you can live comfortably. You know what I'm saying? But for people who don't have that, the majority of them they're living in sheer poverty. So then you get these people who try to come over here. They done told them America you can make a living, which you can, but they don't tell them that you got to work 3 jobs if you ain't got no two income house and you don't have no kids. You understand what I'm saying? Don't have no kids. If you ain't got no education, you better just forget it. You're gonna be working, and you're gonna have to get a skill or a trade. Your quality of life ain't gonna be what it should be. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to work hard. And that's what I told my husband. I'm like, because one time he was like, "You on bed, you still on bed." I'm like, "I work. Honey, it's not like I can get up and hear some chickens clucking somewhere unless I'm in Southwest Detroit or see a mango tree outside my window. Honey, it's concrete and freeways and cars and pollution. I got to get up and go to work. Everybody got to work. We all you got to make your own way over here. You can't expect for somebody to give you something. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got family wealth, or you in the 1%, or you in some type of entertainment situation or a celebrity or something like that, but for the most part, Americans, we work hard, And that's what they not telling them people over in these foreign lands. They just want to get over here and thinking that the first thing they're gonna have is PTSD because they're used to being in a communal situation. They used to being in a cooperative economics type of situation. They used to being they used to just, sitting on their little stand selling their stuff and seeing hundreds of people pass their way all day long. Not so here. You gonna hear crickets in our neighborhoods because everybody inside their house, they're isolated, they secluded, everybody's to their self, and it will be depressing for them. And that's what I told my house. I said you gonna have PTSD. I said you gonna want to go back home. I said for one, it's gonna be too quiet for you. It's gonna be too quiet for you. You gonna be wanting to sit outside and talk to people. You gonna mess around and get your head knocked off. You know what I'm saying? People, they just not sitting somewhere talking. They don't go to the local pub or whatever. I mean, the bar in the middle of the day and just chilling. No, they don't do that. Because everybody got a business. No, well, for the most part, everybody got like a shop over there. Because they always selling and buying something from their garden or their land that they done. My husband, he had two businesses. You know what I'm saying? One is electronic, like cell phone shop, and then the other one is like betting. You know what I'm saying? Like they have soccer over there. So he has a shop, two shops. You know what I'm saying? But you can do that over there because but it's not like a casino. You know what I'm saying? It's not on that scale. You know what I'm saying? But here, it's just not set up like that. And that's what I was trying to tell him. Like, you think I was like, I could just finish my degree and go over there. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's not what you think it's gonna be. But see, from the time they little kids, they tell them y'all should want to go to America. But America is not like it was in the 1980s, where you could get your white picket fence and your house and you can now, but you gonna work hard for it. You or you may inherit it, but you gonna have to work to maintain it and keep it. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't understand the hustle and bustle of America. None of them do. Just about. Oh, you from America? They automatically think that you rich. They think that you got money. You know what I'm saying? They think that you can do this and do that, and you can just go get it. It's not like they think you can walk out your door and just pull money off the tree. You know what I'm saying? You live it. I hear it all the time. You live in America. Babe, please, you live in America. You do not know. The government is not. You live in America. It don't listen. If I don't work, I'm gonna be somewhere underneath somebody freeway, or I'm gonna be over there underneath you. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got to work. Sure. When the kids turn 14, they got to get a work permit. Everybody got to work. Do you know? Over there, they teach their kids primarily how to. Like they have colleges and universities and they get there because one lady, she just got a bachelor's degree. They have education over there. However, when they're young, they don't teach them like, go get your education. It's not traditional like it is over here. Like they have to pay for their education. We have to pay for our education for the most part, but we do have, unless you want to go to private school, right? We do have public schools that's free, right? But for them, they don't got no public schools over there. You got to pay for your child to go to school, period. So say your child they call it like primary school. That's like preschool, kindergarten, and then there's secondary school, and then there's another level. I forgot the other level. Cause my baby, but he getting ready to he just took his test to go he's graduating from secondary school. So but you gotta pay. And if the parents don't got the money to pay, you just go when they have the money to pay. So you may be in secondary school. It may be people that's 14, 15, 16 in secondary school, but that's when their parents is able to pay. And then you may have somebody that's younger. So it's like if you don't got the money, you don't go. You go when you get the money. And it don't matter about the age. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is over there. That's just how it is. But from the time that they are young, they're not teaching them. They're not just sending them off to school. They are teaching them how to plant. They are teaching how to farm the land. They are teaching them different herbs. They are teaching them how to know the difference between medicinal herbs, you know what I'm saying, what can save life. If you can sit there teaching them things that is indigenous to the land. If my husband gets sick right now, he ain't going running to find no pill. One time he got so sick, I was like, "What you doing?" He called me. He was peeling. He was taking some leaves. I was like, "What you doing?" He said, "Babe, I'm making herbs." I'm like, "You making herbs?" When I tell you, when I tell you, he was shucking them doggone leaves off that vine. I'm like, "What the heck is you doing?" He said, "Mom." He said, "Please, Mike." He said, "Babe, please." He's like my mama teach me everything. She teach me how to make herbs, babe. Please, I beg. And when I tell you he was shucking them doggone herbs, I was like, oh my God. But he knew, you know what I'm saying? Like they know what herb to take and what herb not to take. Like my friend in Africa, her grandmother, her mother-in-law came over. The grandmother came over. The husband's grandmother came over and was looking at her property and was telling her about the plant, the Moringa plant. I know that's kind of popular because I've been seeing that like pill form or in gummy form over here. It's supposed to be really good. But she got it growing naturally out of her garden. And her mama told the lady told her, she said, "You don't know what you got over here." She said, "That's a very important herb." They just know the stuff on site. They just know what's good to eat, what ain't good to eat on site. She's like, you can just pluck it and eat it. So she took a picture of it in Google, and it's sure enough, it was the plot. It was the plant. And she take like a leaf a day and put it in her tea and just eat it straight off. I mean, the woman is sitting in her living room, then went outside of her garden and them peeled off 2 cloves of bananas and set it on her table and was eating the bananas. I'm just like, Lord help me. I mean, but the woman, I got to tell this woman testimony, and I hope she don't get mad that I done told it. And one day I'm gonna have her come on here, and I'm gonna interview her. But the woman lived in her car. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. We have to, Americans, we are used to a certain system and a certain way to attain a good life. And, we are taught that we have to work hard and make sacrifices. This woman, she living in Africa right now because she lived in her car for almost 2 years to save up money to pay for her land, to build her house. Her and her husband work together as a team. You understand what I'm saying? He is a real estate person, and she I forgot what she said she did for a living, but she mentioned forklift, so she must have worked at a plant or something. I don't know. But she said her apartment was like $2,000 and something dollars a month. And she said I could save that money and just put it down on a apartment. So over there you buy your apartment for $2,000 a year. Really nice marble floors and all that stuff. Really nice place. So she moved in an apartment first, but then she came across this property that was it was a family owned property. And so the difference between family owned and government owned property over there is that if you you can buy your house on land that's owned by the government, but if they want to build a skyscraper or a store on there, they're gonna tear your house down, or you're gonna sell it to them, and you gotta go find somewhere to stay. So, but she said, no, I don't want that. She said, I want the family, somebody, to just sign a deed over to me, and they own the land too. So you could buy a house, but you may not own the actual land. And so the man said, I will give you all of it, all of the property. Now, when I tell you it is huge, it is huge. I can't wait to interview her and have her come on here. $28,000. And then and then they dug her a well. She used well water from the Atlantic Ocean. They dug her a well and tapped into the Atlantic Ocean, so she get well water. She don't got no water bill. She don't got no light bill because she got solar panel lights on her house, and a generator and battery, and that fuels her house. And the way her husband built it just look like a regular American house, but it's fueled by solar panel. She don't got no light bill. She don't got no water bill. She don't got no gas bill. The only thing she got to worry about is food and gas. Like go buy gas for her generator, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That all she got to worry about is food and gas forever. Do you hear what I say? That woman own the land and the house, and then and they do it like for 99 years. So over there, it's like you sign the thing for 99 years. You sign for 99 years, and then you sign it over to your child, and the child has the land and stuff for 99 years, and it just stays in the family. That woman is over there chilling, not a stress in the world. Meanwhile, we over here killing ourselves, paying mortgage, paying electricity, paying water, paying for heat, paying for community fees and service fees, paying car notes, paying for insurance, doctor bills, prescription bills, school bills, all of this type of this and that. We just paying out, and that's stress, and that's stress. That's why when we get in our 40s and 50s, we are worn out and ready to retire. And I know what I'm talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they are sleeping on Nigeria. Everybody talking about Nigeria, this Nigeria. Them people is thriving. You hear what I say? So if it get too tight, and I'm feeling them people, you know what I'm saying? These people is leaving. They leaving. You hear me? They is leaving, and they going to do what they got to do. And the more and more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, she lived in her car for 2 years, saved her money, and went and did what she wanted to do. And now she living good. Her and her husband, he's still selling property there in Nigeria, and she has a couple of businesses. She got a property over there, and then she got another Airbnb. They got three house. The property got three houses on there and a lounge, and they are in the process of renovating that stuff and making more money on that. And then she got like two other businesses that she do online. Like she make money from over here passively, and it comes to her over there. So it's digital stuff, drop shipping. She does that. And they are making it. They are making it. And the girl walked around and was showing her garden. I doggone near cried. When I tell you I doggone near cried, I doggone near cried. I doggone near cried. I'm like, this don't make no sense to this woman. And she young woman. I mean, her husband built the thing from the ground up. I was like, he a bad mamma jamma. And she trusted him. You know what I'm saying? She would work a little, send it some over there, work a little, send the stuff over there, work a little, send the stuff over there. That man built that stuff from the ground up. See, not all Nigerians are scammers. He could have took that money and ghosted her. She would have never found him. I'm trying to tell y'all, honey. I keep telling my husband, I'm like, look, you think the United States is where it's at? Yeah, it's a lot of freedoms here. It's a lot of things that is made available to us. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna still work for it. You're gonna work hard to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of pressure, especially as a single woman. If you single, you don't got nobody helping you, and you got kids, honey. That's a monster in itself. You got to make a way for yourself because everybody cold. People ain't trying to help you. You on your own. Over there, they don't go. I mean, if they hungry, they come together as a community, as a village. Nobody goes hungry in the village. They will set food outside your door if they know you in need. They will do that. My husband has came to his property, and somebody done set a thing of bananas in front of his door. I'm like, who did that? He was like, babe, I think the neighbor. They do that. Not here. You said something in front of my door, I'm gonna be touching it with 10 4 thinking some drugs or something on it. You know what I'm saying? But they do that. They do that over there. I'm telling you, I had so much when I went over there, guys. If y'all go watch my video when I was over there, honey, I had so much peace. You won't hear no horns, you don't hear no police sirens, you don't hear no shooting, you don't hear all you see is waves, leaves rustling in the wind and red sand and clay. I'm just like, oh my, I can do this. I can do this. I for sure can do this. But my husband's like, no, babe. No, I'm like, oh God, you still believing in the hype. That's why I ain't really like said, I ain't really been discouraged him or anything like that. I just want him to see for himself. So when he do get over here, I know we ain't gonna be over here long. I already know that. Cause he gonna be like, what the heck is this? First of all, they don't even have no taxes over there. I think this is the first year the president just introduced a tax on the country. This is the first year. And they doggone there losing their mind. They ain't never had tax. They don't know what it is to pay tax out their check. I'm like, bro, there's so many people with their hands in our check. It don't make no sense. We work so hard every 2 weeks, or how often you can pay every week. You work so hard to get your money, and these people is taking it before you even see it. That ain't fair. It's not fair. But yeah, guys. So that's what it is. That's what it is. So I'm gonna let him come on over here. But I know for a fact, honey, we ain't gonna be over here long because he gonna be like, "What is this?" And then it's just and the community thing too. Um, he gotta find a community here. There is a Nigerian community, but it ain't heavy. We will have to move to Texas or something for him to feel close. And ain't nobody going to Texas. It's too hot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they think that we all walking around here rich and everybody got everything that they need, and that's what they think over there. But they are in for a rude awakening, honey. I feel like Trump is gonna go over there and try to Americanize Nigeria. They already got some restaurants over there. I saw the funniest thing I heard this TikTok person say they got a KFC over there, right? But they kill the chickens. I mean, like the chickens don't come in like no bag. You know how they come and they just put in the flour and fry it. No, the chickens is fresh. It's real livestock. Do you hear what I say? Whoo, I'm like, huh, you talking about some fresh? They say, no, they use fresh chickens. I said, what? So what you saying? Burger Kings, they got one in there too. I said, they got the cows in the back. Baby, when I say that stuff be fresh, and then they don't have like, they got a different menu than we do. So it's a lot of African items on their menus and stuff. But that took me out, honey. They said they got fresh chickens in KFC over there. I'm like, oh my God. Whew, Jesus. All right, y'all. I done ramble my mouth enough. I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm finna go find my husband, see where he at, cause he had ghosted me, and so I gotta figure out what's going on with him. All right, I love y'all. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I'm gonna get up and get off this bed and do something. I gotta do something. I can't be in here like this. I got to do something. And then maybe I'll come out Sunday evening and chat it up with y'all too. All right, thank you, Scorp. I noticed you sitting up in here. Thank you, Scorp, for being the number one subscriber, number one moderator in these YouTube streets and these YouTube lands. I said nothing but love your way because you deserve it. Listen, do something nice to somebody. If it ain't nothing, but give a nice smile or say a silent prayer or give somebody a hug that may need it. You know what I'm saying? Be kind to somebody that's having a bad day. Guess what? You read what you sow, it's gonna come back tenfold. This is your Queen Clayleen saying, be great. Bye bye. Love you, Squirt.